So for this demonstration, I'm going to show the capabilities of our cloud storage plugin extension, which has the ability to interact with Amazon S3, Google Cloud Storage, as well as IBM Cloud Storage. And we can do a couple of operations, and it's the same across all of the different cloud storages that we support. Is that we can copy and between buckets, we can copy data files between two buckets in cloud storage. We can upload and download the files to and from the agent machine. And we also have the ability to do file triggering on that. So we can trigger when a file arrives. It follows very closely to the existing file trigger, and we can basically monitor a bucket for arrival of a file. So with this particular demonstration, I'm just going to show you a scenario which is typically what you might see in a pipeline, a cloud native kind of pipeline where data needs to be uploaded to the cloud, and then we need to then manipulate that data using some kind of analytics or transforms to generate new data. And I didn't include the analytics, but the concept here was, mostly centered around the storage. So basically, once we get it into storage, some kind of analytics can happen. They can use a variety of the different plugins, plugin extensions that we currently have to manipulate data in the cloud. And then once the data is, been manipulated, they can push it back out to storage. And in this particular scenario, I was trying to show where it doesn't matter whether you're on the Amazon or whether you're on Google, we can actually move the data even between the two cloud platforms because we can download it from the Google Cloud Storage or Amazon S3 buckets, and we can upload it, to another cloud. So that as long as it's using S3. So right now we targeted IBM Cloud, Google Cloud, and Amazon or AWS. So in this demonstration, what I'll do is if I start this application, um, you'll see that what's going to happen here is this first one actually uploads data from the agent to the Amazon or AWS bucket, S3 bucket. So, you can specify some details about the location, the endpoints, region, and, I'm going to be uploading this particular file right here, and it's going to upload it into this bucket over here. And then this is the name of the file that will reside in the bucket. And the next job will actually, it's a file watcher. So this is to showcase the file watcher. So we're watching for a creation of the file. Um, those of you familiar with our file watcher, this follows pretty much the same kind of style of file triggering. It basically has steady state. We support different types of monitoring of the bucket, generate, create, and all those. So this is how you would define it for Amazon. So it does require, access key, access secrets. We do also have the capabilities that if you are running in an Amazon EC2 instance, we can actually access the instance profile that's associated with the EC2 VM that's running in AWS. So then you don't need the access key and access key secrets. We can access the profile directly to gain access to the bucket. So as long as you grant the bucket, the profile access to the bucket, we should be able to retrieve the secrets using the profile to access the bucket. So it's more of a seamless way where there's no credentials required for AWS. So what this is doing is just basically watching for the file to be created, and it's waiting for the file to, basically reach a steady state so it doesn't change with 20 seconds. And the next job here is basically the download. So what I'm going to do is I've uploaded it, I verified that the file is there, and then typically you would run some other operation between that, and then re-export your data back out to cloud storage, and then we can actually then pull it down. So this is the downloading it. So downloading it from Google S3, I mean AWS S3, and storing it on the agent. And the next thing we would do is then we're going to do the same operations, except this time we're going to use Google Cloud Storage. And we're going to upload that file that was, that we downloaded. And, again, file watcher with a 20-second file watching for create with a, 20-second, a 20-second steady state. And then the idea here is that maybe you would use some Google native ETL tools, transformation tools, analytics, like data fusion, data flow, those kind of things in Google, and then, further massage the data and then maybe export the data again, and then you can use it for some other operation in the cloud that you wanted to do. So it's just kind of, simulating what you could do with more of an advanced cloud-based native pipeline. So, if I was to run this application, what we would see is that we can fully monitor this application, and you'll see it running over here once it starts up. So here you see we're uploading the file. It's completed. We're waiting for 20 seconds for the steady state. And then once that's done, this will transition to here where we'll download it and then upload and stuff. So should take about 20 seconds. So here you see the download happened. We uploaded it. Now we're waiting again for 20 seconds with the steady state on the create. And then we would finally just do the download again. So with this, you can actually see some details about the executions by looking at the spool file. So if I was to, for example, look at the spool file for this, I can use the CLI to bring it up. So if I bring up that first one, oops. So when I bring it up, so this is basically what it was doing. It was file. This was the upload to S3, so it did the upload here. But this just shows the capabilities that we have, at least with the S3, but we have a variety of other integrations for several cloud services across multiple cloud vendors. So like Airflow, MWAA, Composer, Databricks, Data Fusion, Azure Data Factory, and et cetera. So there's quite an extensive list.